Hey everybody, it's Aidan here once again with a return to Assetto Corsa for a bit of a shootout. And today I put a poll up on my community page and asked what you would like to see go around the Top Gear test track, and the majority of you voted for hybrid versus 2000s Formula 1 cars. That was the easy part. The hard part was taking what you voted for and trying to make something interesting out of it. So what I thought I'd do is I'd take the Formula V10 mod by RSS, the ASR Ferrari F2004, the VRC Renault R25, the McLaren MP422, which is also by VRC, the 2013 Red Bull as... Fuck off WhatsApp. The 2013 Red Bull as part of... Fuck off WhatsApp. 2013 Red Bull as part of... Fuck off WhatsApp. As part of the Ferrari Opponents mod, the 2015 Williams by VRC, and the 2018 Formula Hybrid mod by RSS. I'm just going to put that on silent. So we've pretty much moved from the start of the 21st century up to the present day. And we can see how the times have evolved through the years as the regulations have changed. Now, in the interest of fairness, the 2013 cars onwards will not be using DRS, and all the cars will be running on the softest available compounds with 15 litres of fuel in the tank. I will only have adjusted the wings, anti-roll bars and suspension settings for each car, so no highly detailed setups going on here. I'm just looking to do a quick-ish lap time. So that's pretty much it. I've listed what I'm driving, where I'm driving it, and each car is going to have one flying lap from a standing start as per Top Gear tradition. And the idea is to go as fast as humanly possible. And to ensure that we go as fast as humanly possible, we need to hand each of these cars to a tame racing driver. Now some say that he has just sold all of his shares in Gillette, and he has the image of Marcus Ericsson tattooed on his helmet. All we know is he's not the Stig, but he's just some bloke we found on the street. Jeff. Okay then, so first is the RSS Formula V10, and away he goes, leaving a massive plume of smoke behind him. Powering through the gears, very short gear ratios here for this lap. As he comes into the first corner, very, very stable under braking. Getting it round and to the outside of the track. Coming into Chicago as the camera has a bit of a attack. Keeping it nice and neat, not much downforce on this car. Powering up towards the hammerhead. Getting on the brakes nice and early, get it turned in, slow in, fast out with this thing, don't want to spin at the rear tyres. Bit of a bump in the middle of the track there. Getting up through the gears again. God, that sounds good. Going through the follow through. Tyre walls, the camera has a bit of a seizure again. Coming up to the second to last corner, nice and gentle on the brakes, turn it in. Hard to spot the turn in for that corner. Final corner, Gambon. And across the line. And now the turn of the Ferrari F2004. Traction control kicking in to make sure there's not that much wheel spin. Changing gear at about 19 and change. Into turn one. Look how planted it is. Bit of a kick of oversteer on the exit from Jeff as he goes through Chicago. Taking a wider line. Italian stallions echoing through the Surrey countryside here. Into Hammerhead. Going quite wide, but cutting back in. Getting on the power, letting the traction control do all the hard work. Coming to follow through. Flat out. And past the tyre wall. Coming up to the second to last corner. No drama from Jeff as he heads into Gambon. Quite a bit wide on the exit, but quite an exciting lap there, given how good that Ferrari was that year. So we move on to the next car, which is Giancarlo Fisichella Renault R25. Once again, the traction control doing a lot of the hard work off the line. Only 6 gears on this car. Gear ratios set quite short. It's one that looks a lot quicker, despite the car being sort of nerfed by downforce regulation changes for 2005. That's going to get annoying very quickly as he goes through Chicago. Very dramaless coming up through the gears into the hammerhead. Bit of a lock-up. And throws it in. Bit of understeer and that bump again on the exit of hammerhead. Just letting you hear the noise here. Using the inside of the tyre wall. Kick of dust. Second to last corner again. No drama. And into Gambon. Very clean. And across the line. Fernando Alonso's Ferrari F2007. Again, traction control kicking in. Bit of a change in engine note as we're using V8s now. Again, these Formula 1 cars, they just grip. Look at it. Chicago. Using that wider line and cutting back in, as did the Renault. Try not to lock the brakes into hammerhead. Again, getting wide. Let traction control kick in and just go. Going across the red and whites at the follow through there. And if someone could do an update for the cameras to this track, that would be very greatly appreciated. Through Gambon. Bit wide, but nice and easy across the line there. Mark Webber's Red Bull from 2013. Don't let the tyre walls fool you. This is on the super soft tyres, Assetto Corsa limitations, meaning we've got to live with the yellow wall soft tyres here for this run. But he's definitely on the super softs as he goes through turn 1. A lot less downforce on the Red Bull here. Bit of a lock-up into Chicago. And also no traction control. So got to be very careful with power application as well as braking. Lack of downforce. Bit easier to lock up. Into the hammerhead. Cuts the white line. Nice and gentle. Just no dramas from these Formula 1 cars. No Larry moments. Cuts the red and white again. Jeff really going all out. Misses the apex of the tyre wall completely there. Second to last corner. These laps flying by. Not often we see laps this quick round this track. And across the line. Valtteri Bottas's Williams from 2015. Again, don't be fooled by the tyre walls. He is on the super soft tyres here. Hybrid power. It's going to be difficult to get that down here. Engine cranked up to the max, so it's going to be, can the hybrids get the power down? It's going to have a lot less downforce than that Red Bull, despite the fact they're only 12 months apart. Narrower front and rear wings for 2014, meaning less downforce, less grip. But let's see what Valtteri can do. As he comes into hammerhead. It's much slower, trying to get that front end biting. And out the other side. No DRS as per the rules. Bit of a lifted to follow through. That'll be the result of the lack of downforce. No dramas through the tyre wall, though. We can go flat out through there. Second to last corner. Again, gripping a bit better than I thought it would. And into Gambon. And across the line. Sideways.
Valtteri, it's James.
And finally, Charles Leclerc's Sauber. Revs building. And it's lights out away. No, wait, no, that's the wrong bit. Good start from the Sauber. Lots of grip with these fat tyres. Just turns in like nothing else. Car's bigger than the Williams, but still wants to change direction on a sixpence. Through the gears, no DRS of course. Into hammerhead, no dramas, no lockup. So much aerodynamic grip and mechanical grip as it powers out the other side towards the follow through. Bit of a lift. Jeff was saying that there's a bump that kept upsettling the car as he goes past the tyre wall. as Jeff brings it through the second to last corner, and a little bit wide, and through Gambon, and you no longer have to listen to my shit commentary. So now we've seen each of these cars going around the track, we need to get into the dirty business of the times. Now the Top Gear test track is a great leveler of performance, as each of the cars was having to rely on downforce, mechanical grip, engine power, and it was a case of, while the mid-2000s F1 cars had all the downforce and the traction control, the hybrids have the sheer engine power. So while the hybrids would have been compromised in the corners, well the 2015 one at least, it would have made it all back up on the straights. And since the Top Gear test track has such short straights, it's all a good leveler. In my mind at least. So let's move on to the times. The Jag did it in 59.1. The Ferrari 55.1. The Renault 55.4, not bad considering they changed the aero rules between this and the Ferrari. The McLaren did it in 56.4, probably due to the V8 having less power. The Red Bull did it in 57 dead. The Williams did it in 57.6, showing how much time the hybrids could make back up on the short straights given they have so much torque. And the Sauber, well the RSS 2018 mod, did it in 54.9, thanks to the fat slick tyres, downforce and hybrid. So did any of these times surprise you? Or were they expected given the nature of this track? Now thinking about it, this probably wasn't the best track to do it at, but given its nature I thought it would be a fair way of demonstrating it. So are there any other experiments you'd like me to do? Any storytime topics to tackle? Anything you want me to have a rant on in pressing issues? Let me know in the comments. Now if you've enjoyed this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. And if you want to help this channel grow at a more personal level, you can do so by heading to my Patreon. The links for all the cars featured today will be in the description. So until next time, I've been Aidan Millward, have a great day wherever you are, and goodbye.